Today, we will learn how to employ the RB75 air-to-ground optically guided missile, also known as the AGM-65 Maverick. Before we begin, make sure the radar control stick, the T0, T1, and TV buttons are mapped. The T states are the different positions of the trigger on the radar control stick. T0 is the trigger in its unpressed state. Pressing this will recage or bore sight the missile. T1 is the first detent of the trigger. This will uncage the seeker head, allowing it to be moved onto the target. TV is the second detent of the trigger. Pressing this will lock the targets in the crosshairs. The missile comes in three variants. The RB75 is the first variant with a shaped charge warhead. The B is mostly the same as the A, but with a higher zoom to more easily detect targets at a greater distance. The T, or for tung or heavy, has a larger high-explosive warhead for hardened targets or ships. Today, you are armed with 4 RB75A missiles. First, select the RB75 position on the weapon selector. That is the one with the small tab. Set the master mode to ANF. This will activate the EP13 sight on the right side of the HUD. The sight can also be turned on in master mode nav with the trigger unsafe. Setting the master mode to ANF or the trigger to unsafe will inhibit the usual radar trigger operation, such as fixed taking. Next, you may have to adjust the brightness and contrast of the EP13 sight, dependent on the environmental conditions. The Maverick missile will be caged and bore sighted to the dot in the HUD by default. The missile's range is not very long due to the difficulties in visually identifying and locking the target. You will most likely acquire the target within 5 to 70 kilometers at most. Note that the sight will start flashing as part of the terrain collision warning system. If it starts flashing, pull up immediately. In front of you, there is an island with a target range on it. Approach the target area and start scanning for targets. Gently dive the aircraft towards the targets. Place the HUD dot on the target and start looking through the sight. Press T1 to uncage the sight and guide the crosshairs onto the target with a radar control stick. Press TV when the crosshairs are over the target. The crosshairs will attempt to surround the target and will be locked onto the contrast. Press the trigger once locked to fire the missile. Engage the different targets at the range. Feel free to practice as much as you would like. For the purposes of training, you have been given unlimited ammunition. This concludes the tutorial.